This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports.
Now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
Destiny Casey. Number 15, Kazia Salgado. Number 16, Yasmina Decorah. Number 19, Mackenzie Ickert. Number 20, Lauren Harrison. Number 22, Savannah Brown. Number 26, Allie Peters. Number 27, Haley Dyer. Number 28, Hallie Thompson. Number 30, Jalen Bauer. Number 31, Gabby Wolf. Number 33, Chloe Strong. Number 34, Summer Carlson. That is your home team, Dakota Fusion Black, Salvo in orange. Let's play some soccer, and let's stand if you're able and play the national anthem. All right, due to technical difficulties, we'll forego the national anthem until the men's game. We apologize for that.
All right, and we welcome you here to the broadcast here on Magnitude Sports for Salvo SC versus the Dakota Fusion. And as you may have heard from our PA announcer, we got a little bit of late start on this game due to the fact that the Fargo Invaders football game that was played on this field ran a little bit later than expected. So we certainly appreciate you sticking around the extra 18 minutes here to get this one started here. It's the first of two games for the Fusion. Women play first, and then the men will have Duluth scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. That one might be a couple minutes late, depending on the length of this game here. 90 minutes, 6:18, 6:48, so plus whatever stoppage time they might add on in the two halves. So I'll probably get close to a 7 o'clock start for the men's game, but it might be like 7:05, 7:10, something to that effect. So just an FYI on that for you. All right, and we'll fix the scoreboard there. It's not 1-0, at least not yet it isn't. And we are underway here in the first half. I'm going to zoom out and get one other thing squared away, and then I'll be right back with play-by-play here. All right, welcome back as we're about a minute into this ball game here. Salvo in the orange and Dakota Fusion in the black. Here's the normal colors are yellow, and I think the Salvo home jerseys might be like a dark blue, but they're orange today, and we weren't aware of that, so we couldn't match our scoreboard to be color consistent there. And that one, a near goal there off the foot of the Salvo player, and we'll get the names going here momentarily. We've had a busy day here on Magnitude Sports. A couple of baseball games earlier today, this morning, and then those went until about 4:15. We got here at about 4:30 for what was expected to be a 5 o'clock start, and then found out that the football game was still going on by the time we got here. And then they didn't have a PA announcer, so I took over those duties as well. So I'm doing multiple things here today. I did 2 games of PA announcing already, so this will be game 3, and the men's game tonight will be game 4 of our PA announcing. Or my PA announcing, I guess you could say. So setting it up here for the kick will be Haley Dyer. I'll be booted up field there. Salvo will control it there. It's on the foot of Alasia Lane. So they work it over to the far side. Chip it back into the middle there where it's picked up by, I couldn't quite catch the jersey number on that individual. And the shot is into the back of the net. And it's 1-0 in favor of Salvo. We're going to make an adjustment here, and this will make the day a little bit easier here for us. Left and right is needed. I can always run over there and operate the scoreboard. There we go. Now you'll be able to, it was kind of tight there, but it should be loose now. So just, here, let me move this down that way. And it's in the back of the net once again, and it's now 2-0 here in favor of Salvo. And the goal scorer, I don't have it, didn't see who that was on the first one there, and so I'm trying to handle multiple duties here, and I apologize. It's a little bit more than I expected. So 2-0 now in favor of Salvo. Running down the far side there, Salvo. Nice through ball, and looks like the goalie for the Fusion will pick that one up. I believe it's, yep, it is Silkup. Silkup is the goalie here for the Fusion. Nice little spin move there by Andrea Barth. And it'll be out of bounds there for a Salvo throw-in. This is the first women's game I've done this year for the Fusion. We've had more than women's games on Magnitude Sports, but it's the first one that I've personally done. As Salvo will pick it up here in the middle. And dribbling it there is Sophia Bowman. And that one will go out of bounds for a goal kick for Sukup and the Fusion. So 9th minute of play now here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, and Salvo has already put in 2 quick goals here to take a 2-0 lead over the Dakota Fusion in the final home game for the Fusion. Now both the Fusion men and women have a couple of road games left in the regular season of play, and I believe, I'm not sure what the standings look like in the women's division, but I believe Minneapolis City the Crows have locked up the North Division playoff appearance. So if I am not mistaken on that, that would mean that the Dakota Fusion will just have the remainder of their regular season games remaining, and then that would conclude the season here. But it's been a fun one, and we look forward to doing many more here, and we thank everybody for their efforts, including Cody and Brad and Eric for helping us out this season on the men's and women's Dakota Fusion games. And we thank all the visiting fans who have tuned in to watch all the games, regardless of which team you're cheering for. We hope that you've enjoyed the broadcast and that we've been as mutual as possible. It's always our goal to be neutral yet exciting for both teams. So if something awesome happens for Salvo, it'll be reflected the same way as if something happened awesome for Dakota Fusion. So that's kind of what I mean by neutral and exciting. So corner kick will come in. And of course, it's a lot easier to be excited when you don't have to do 5 different things for the broadcast. So nice centering pass there, and from the 18 puts it up, and a nice save by Sukup. Once again, that was off the foot of Sophia Bowman, and Sukup with a great save there for the Dakota Fusion. Of course, we've seen some of the Dakota Fusion women play in their high school careers here on Magnitude Sports. One of them being number 16, Yasmina Decorah, who made an outstanding goal coming into the second half against Fargo Davies. Decorah played for West Fargo Cheyenne. And now they'll try and work it inside here, and Decorah will come out and make the grab on the save. So that will allow a little bit of breathing room here for the defense for the Fusion, and that one is sent off north midfield. Fusion tried to collect it, but it's bounced away to the near sideline here. Back to the Fusion defenders. And out of bounds for a goal kick, and also a substitution here.
Coming in for the Fusion, number 4, Caden Sharp.
And out of bounds for a goal kick, or I'm sorry, a throw-in. My mind's in a couple different places right now. But Salvo will work it up the near sideline here. Once again, Salvo in the orange, Dakota Fusion in the black. I'll try the through ball to the far side. Salvo will work it inside the 18, pop it up, cross pass will go out of bounds for a Fusion throw-in. So as I was saying earlier, Yasmina Decorah played for West Fargo Cheyenne in her high school years before she graduated, and now she plays for the Dakota Fusion. And one of the many highlights from our soccer broadcast on the high school side, it featured Yasmina Decorah. She had a Fargo Davies led 1-0 over West Fargo Cheyenne, and on the opening second half kickoff, as Decorah makes another save, Sukup makes another save. Decorah would come up from the defense position and just boot the ball from the midfield spot on the opening kick, and she put it up into the upper corner 10 seconds into the first half, and the game was tied up between Cheyenne and Davies. I believe Cheyenne went on to win that game too. But that was a World Cup highlight from the high school broadcast that we've done here on Magnitude Sports. So if you see number 16 out on the field there for the Black Dakota Fusion, that is who we are talking about. And that one will just miss. That'll be a goal kick here for the Fusion. And some nice passing here by Salvo as they get it onto the near sideline there. Sadie Harper will bring it up. Harper will center it there onto the foot of Bowman, who I believe is the person who scored the first goal, but I couldn't quite get the camera zoomed in and find out. So now Salvo pressuring again. They have an opportunity here. Centering pass into the back of the net, and the goal is scored by Alasia Lane. So that is another goal here for Dakota, or for Salvo, and they're up 3-0 here. 16 minutes into the game.
Salvo goal scored by number 7, Alasia Lane.
And Salvo will take it away just beyond midfield. And they'll try for another attack here. And a nice defensive play there by Isabel Morin for the Fusion. And once again, Salvo on the attack once again, and booted out there defensively by the Fusion, picked up immediately by Salvo, and then the pass would go in and out of bounds there for a goal kick here for Sukup in the Fusion. So once again, 3-0 in favor of Salvo here in the first half. 18 minutes into the ball game. And we'll have the men's game coming up for you after the conclusion of the women's game. Probably going to be closer to about a 7:10 start instead of a 7 o'clock start, as this one's expected to get over. 90 minutes would put it over at about the 6:48 mark, and then add in whatever stoppage time might be added by the officials and add that to 6:48, and that'll push us closer to 7 o'clock, and then we'll see how close to 7 the men's game. But if I had to make a guess, I would suspect that we'll be have the men's game underway by about 7:05. So just an FYI there for the Fusion fans and any Duluth fans who might be tuning into the women's game here in preparation for that men's game tonight. So now you all know, and we'll mention it a couple more times during the broadcast here in case anybody tunes in late. But for now, we'll get back to action here as Salvo will work it up on the near sideline. And tapped out of bounds there for a throw-in. This is Morin with the throw-in. Oh, no, check that. I'm sorry. It is actually Lauren Harrison, number 20, not number 10. All right, they'll get it onto the foot here of Bowman once again. And Bowman will try and get around the defender. It's Haley Dyer. A couple of quick passes out to the far side. And another save, a punch save there by Sukup. And she's being challenged there, and she'll boot it away out to the sideline there, and the Fusion will bring it up the field. Fusion, a little back heel pass there off the foot of Brianna Perry. All right, controlling it here is Sadie Harper. Harper will get it onto the near side once again to Bowman. Bowman with a little move around the defender. Now she has an opportunity. She's moving in towards Sukup, and Sukup, excuse me, with the save off the left shin guard. And she's done some phenomenal saves here early on in this game, even though she's given up 3 goals. Don't let that those 3 goals fool you there, because they've put up at least 7 shots, if not 8. It could have easily been 5 or 6-0 had Sukup not done the job that she's done in goal here so far. And those 3 goals that she gave up, Well, those are goals that most goalies would probably give up. She's been doing a fantastic job in net there for the Fusion, despite the 3-0 deficit. They'll drop it all the way back here. And they'll go out of bounds here for a Fusion throw-in. So we're in the 23rd minute of the first half. A centering pass, but nobody's there for Salvo, and I'll go out of bounds and be a throw-in for the Fusion from the far side. And defending there is Decorah. We've talked about her in the broadcast already. And now the loose ball is picked up by Haley Dyer. And the Fusion will try and work it up there, but it's collected at midfield by Salvo as they will control it. Try and bring it back the other way here. And that is controlled there by Porter List. And List with the centering pass. That'll be touched up initially there by the Fusion, but it's picked up off the bounce there by number 12. And according to my roster, that's Kayla Anderson, but I was told that she was not here today. So if number 12 is a different person, I apologize. I don't have the correct roster update here, but we're going to go with what the roster says until I'm told otherwise. So once again, if you notice me not knowing, not identifying any of the Salvo players correctly, feel free to chat on our YouTube. I do have that up, and if the chats are given to me, if the communication is made, I will be sure to go forward with the proper names and identifications on the roster there. As chested down here and trying to spark some sort of offense here for the Fusion, but I want to be dropped back there and work it up to the far sideline. They'll send it over here onto the foot of Sadie Harper. Harper will try and bring it up the near side. Harper's through ball was deflected right back to her. Now the ball's loose at midfield. Neither team with clear possession at the moment, as Decorah got touched up on it there, but lost her footing, and that allowed Salvo to come away with it momentarily here. 25-13 and counting in the 26th minute of the first half here. Broadcast coverage brought to you by the Network Center, Jasmine's Cafe in Glendon, Oasis C-Store in Glendon and Moorhead, and Essentia Health, along with Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union as well, making WPSL and NPSL soccer possible here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Also don't want to forget about our friend Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, who's been a big supporter of our sports broadcast here on Magnitude Sports as well. So if you have a chance to patronize any of those businesses we just mentioned, we'd certainly appreciate that. As we are second shy of the entering the 27th minute of the first half, and once again, Salvo with a 3-0 lead here over the Fusion. Alasia Lane scored the most recent goal, and we weren't able to identify the first two goal scorers, so we apologize for that. But if they score again, we should hopefully have it for you. Now we picked up there by Isabel Morin. Now Drew dropped back to Sukup. Sukup will get it upfield here, and it'll be touched up by Salvo on the near sideline. Salvo will work it up. with 2 defenders on, and that'll be chipped away and eventually picked up there by Hallie Thompson. And now it's taken away by Salvo, and some nice footwork there. I believe that's Kaya Harper. And Sukup will make the save, so. Sukup will boot it away. And some nice passing there as they were able to feed it through a couple defenders, and on the flip side of that, some nice defense as well by Allie Peters. As working the ball right now is Madison Ishag. She herself told me how to say that, and I think I said it wrong during starting lineups, and I think I heard her chuckle. So hopefully I got it right this time. So Salvo will control it here as Porter List will drop it back. And now it's onto the foot of Bowman. Bowman sends it back as Salvo will work it over to the far sideline as we're in the 29th minute here of the first half. Still on the far sideline, looking for a centering pass potentially, and they'll get a short one there, but it's taken away momentarily by Madeline Eder for the Fusion. Now it's out of bounds, and that'll be, I believe, a Fusion throw-in, and it looks like it will be. Once again, you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we'd certainly appreciate that if you were to do that. Eric, who usually tags teams with me on these games, is out of town today, and he has a wedding to go to in Minneapolis, so that's one reason why we're short-staffed today, and that's okay. It's a good reason to be short-staffed. It's not like people didn't show up or anything, but so I'm riding solo here on the broadcast, as well as our PA announcing and running the on-field scoreboard as well. And we got Janice here helping us out on the on-screen scoreboard, and we certainly appreciate her efforts. Janice, a pro at our baseball broadcast, but this is her first soccer broadcast, so forgive her. She makes a mistake or forgets to put a shot up on the board. We'll get the shots corrected, I promise you. So Salvo will get a corner kick here now. The corner kick will be taken by Jessica Hunt. Hunt will send it in, and it's immediately touched up there by Mackenzie Eichert. Cody's also out of town with a mini family vacation, so he's not able to join us today. I had 2 baseball games this morning, and now we have 2 soccer games this evening. So this will be my 3rd and 4th games of the day. And then I did PA for an additional baseball game, so it'll actually be the 5th game of the day for me. 4 of them on Magnitude and 1 of them not. Of course, their upcoming schedule, you can check it out at msportsnet.com. Click on the schedule button on the menu bar, and you'll see what's all coming up. This coming Monday and Tuesday, we'll have a special presentation for you. It will be the 2021 Lions International North Dakota Basketball All-Star Games. There'll be 2 at Bismarck Legacy High School, and then 2 more at West Fargo High School on Monday the 13th and Tuesday the 14th. If I got the dates wrong, I can tell you that it is indeed Monday and Tuesday, as that one will be deflected out of bounds, and I believe that is a Fusion throw-in, and as a Fusion player comes onto the screen, it appears that she will confirm my suspicions on that. But we'll have the broadcast coverage of those All-Star basketball games for you on Monday and Tuesday here on Magnitude Sports as well. So I'll certainly want to give a shout out and say thanks to Tyler and Sargent and head coach Melendez and a few others on the Dakota Fusion staff for allowing us to come out here and broadcast these Fusion games. And the regular season winding down. These will be our final 2 broadcasts of the regular season here, and we look forward to a potential second season following the Fusion. That'd be outstanding. It's been a fun year. I know I've talked to Eric off air, and he's absolutely agreed with me. He's loved doing these games, and I can say the same, and that is going to be a goal for the Fusion. And the Fusion are on the board, and it's 1-0 as the goal is scored by Brianna Perry. I'm going to make sure. I think it was Brianna Perry. Number 6 is what I'm looking for. Confirmation on the back of her jersey. I got it. So 3-1 now in favor of Salvo as Brianna Perry scores the goal for the Fusion.
Dakota Fusion goal scored in the 34th minute by Brianna Perry.
So Brianna Perry gets the Fusion on the board here, and it's 3-1. And Salvo looking to answer, and they do. And it's 4-1 now. As I believe that's the other, I believe that's also number 6 for the Salvo. I believe that's somebody who I was told wasn't here. Looking for confirmation on the jersey number. No, it's not number 6. That's the S on the front. So as soon as we find out who that is, if she would look the other way for a moment or something so I could see the back of her jersey. Number 2, there we go. Liana Alness with the goal for Salvo.
Salvo goal scored by Liana Alness.
So as soon as the Fusion score, it takes a matter of seconds. I think it was about 20 seconds or less for Salvo to respond and retake their 3-goal lead here. But the Fusion will not be shut out here at home on their final home game. We know that much for sure. And now Salvo trying to go on the attack again. And a centering pass there, and the shot, and that was a little bit easier save there for Sukup as the shot came off the foot of Sophia Bowman, who I believe scored one of the first 2 goals for Salvo, but I was not able to confirm that. And it will be Amanda Alice, I believe. Is that number 11 or 17? I can't tell with her ponytail. Kaya Harper will put it into the back of the net. So now it is 6-1 in favor of Salvo. And that will bring us a few seconds away from stoppage time here, and we'll see if the official gives us any indication of how much time there will be. I would guess about maybe 4 or 5 minutes. And nearly another goal there.
Goal number 5 scored by Sophia Bowman, and the penalty kick scored by Kaya Harper.
And that will do it for the first half. I believe, anyway. Yes, it will. So we are now at halftime here at Jim Gana Stadium, and Salvo has a 6-1 lead over the Dakota Fusion. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded.
In this place, we face obstacles like nowhere else. The clock, the trail, the hill, the challenge that's always waiting. When that challenge comes, we'll meet it together. Because it's your chance to show what you're made of. Tenacity, resilience, and the power to prove that the toughest competition comes from within. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
It was like you can't even describe it. Like I always tell people who don't have kids, it's like your heart running outside of your body. It's just incredible. Like, you made this little human and you do everything you can to protect them.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. Go Promo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go Promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, we're underway here in the second half. We're going to make an adjustment on our clock here, as we need to add about 20 seconds to it. All right, now it's right on with the actual time of day here. So not as much stoppage time as we thought there would be in that first half of play, but Salvo with a 6-1 lead here at halftime will look to pick up the W here and hold off anything that the Fusion offense might be able to produce here. But, you know, stranger things have happened, so don't count the Fusion out just yet. Still about 44 minutes, 43 and a half minutes to play. I guess you could say 45 safely at this point with potential stoppage time. So Salvo with that centering pass, and Sukup will get the save. All right, so Salvo scores again. Apologies, working on some technical issues in the background here, and I did not see who scored that goal for Salvo, but they do get the 7th goal of the contest here. And I'm going to finish those technical difficulties. We'll hand the camera over to Janice here, and I'll be back in just a moment. Thank you for your patience, by the way. Certainly appreciate it. This is not a normal day for us here at Magnitude Sports. Let's put it that way. And Salvo will send it back in as Sukup will make another save. We'll try and keep our eyes on it here as I try and fix everything else that we need to get fixed here. Another nice save there by Sukup.
Well,
Salvo threatening again there as they work the ball up the far sideline. Out of bounds for a goal kick there. Sukup will race after it to set things up here for the Fusion. Whatever happened in the stands there, we hope that person's okay. It was very loud in my headset. I'm not exactly sure what happened there, but hopefully it was nothing serious. Kind of sounded like somebody pouring ice onto the bleachers. That's kind of what it sounded like, though. So. All right, so we got things set up and ready to go here. I think we're good to go. We'll keep Janice on the camera for the moment here. She's been doing a good job during that little break, and Now a centering pass, as I'll grab my roster here so we can keep track of who has the ball. And a shot off the foot there, Porter List. Ricochets back as Salvo will control it. Once again, we thank you for your patience. It's not our normal type of broadcast here on Magnitude Sports, but we are very short-staffed today with people being out of town, weddings, and all that good stuff. Moving in, and that one's into the back of the net. It is now 8-1 in favor of Salvo. Here in the 58th, approaching the 59th minute here. Looks like the goal was scored by Madison Ehog.
Salvo goal scored by Madison Ehas.
Pass tried to send back in there off the corner kick, and it'll be deflected out of bounds for a throw-in. I want to be booted out of bounds to the far sideline there by the goalie, Aguado. That pass will enter into the zone and go out, or not the zone, but inside of the 18, the goal box, and go out of bounds there for a free kick here for Sukup and the Dakota Fusion, who trail 8-1 right now here in the 65th minute of the game. Once again, once this game finishes up, we'll have the men's game for you, which we expect will start right around 7:05 p.m. as this one got started a little bit late due to the Fargo Invaders football game that was on before this game. That game crossed over, ended at about 4:55 p.m. This game was scheduled to start at 5, and well, as you know, it didn't start on time, and as a result, everything has just been different today. So we certainly appreciate the help of those who were able to make it here to Jim Gota Stadium today to help us out, as it's been a crazy day. There's a shot that will go just a little bit wide left, so we won't go officially go into the books as a shot, but a shot attempt is probably how you would categorize that one, I guess. And that'll be controlled now here on the near sideline. Fusion will pick it up. Right there on the ball there is Jalen Bauer. And Bauer will tap it back up, and a little bit of pushing and shoving there, but Madison Ehog, who got the last goal for Salvo, takes it away, and now they'll push it inside as Sukup picks up another save there. Now Salvo will work it again. Pass there onto the foot, I believe that's Emily Heslin. And now Heslin gets it to Hunt, and Hunt works it on the outside around Decorah, and Sukup dives out, deflects the ball, and the Fusion defense are able to get it out of there. There's Hunt once again. Hunt gets by a couple defenders inside of the box, had it tapped away there. Couldn't quite see who tapped it away for the Fusion, and now the Fusion will try and work it out as they get it up onto the foot there of Hallie Thompson. Thompson will move in, and Aguado will come out and boot that one away. Nearest Fusion player to it there was Caden Sharp, who has the lone goal. I believe it was, no, I'm sorry, it's Brianna Perry who scored the goal for the Fusion. And now Hallie Thompson will get it far side there, racing up on it there is Mackenzie Ickert. And Eckert will center it for Thompson, and Dakota comes out, gets her hands on it there, and no offsides called, as it appeared she may have had a foot in front of that last defender, but unless it's not called inside the goal box. I can't remember the exact rule on that, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. But I'm trying to think back to the days when I was flagged for offsides in my high school soccer career. It's happened to me on a few occasions, I will admit, but Salvo will work it back. That's Madison Ehog, who has I believe the 8th goal of the game for Salvo here. And now they'll center it in. They'll work it back outside here for Jessica Hunt. Hunt will center it in, and the ball will be batted around a little bit. Salvo collected about 30 yards out from the goal. Send it back inside the 18 as they work it inside the goal box, back outside to Hunt. Hunt from right at the 18 puts her right foot on it, and it's tapped away, and that will be offside, I believe. Yep, offside is the call, so no goal. No goal, just an offsides call, and I emphasize that. Not that our viewers didn't understand that, but our scoreboard operator here was the reason why I emphasize that, just to make sure that we keep our on-screen scoreboard as accurate as possible. Once again, as we are in the 70th minute now here. I'll be tapped down there by, I believe, Harrison, and now they'll work it to the near side. And keeping it in bounds there was Kazia Salgado. And now it'll be number 12, Kayla Anderson. I was told she wasn't here, but maybe I misunderstood. But that's who I have as number 12 on my roster for Salvo. So if I'm wrong, please let me know, and I'll try and and now Hunt will work it up. Ball comes loose and be picked up there by Salgado. Salgado will get it up the near sideline out of bounds for a Salvo throw-in. And the throw-in will come immediately to Hunt as she is challenged there by Eichert. If I'm saying that wrong, I don't know if it's Eichert or yeah, I think it is Eichert, because that's what I asked the coach and he nodded yes. So, but if I got it wrong, I do apologize. It's always our goal to get the names right, but sometimes things happen. So a shot across the face of the goal will go out of bounds, and I thought for a moment there it was tipped by a Fusion player, but it appears to be a goal kick for Dakota Fusion. So as the train will come in behind, directly behind our press box there. That's the noise that you hear, and there's no way for me to filter that out, unfortunately. So please understand that. But hopefully you can still hear my voice just fine over the train. We'll do the best possible here to make that happen. So we have Post 400 Astros and the Excelsior in the West Fargo Invite Baseball Tournament. That game is live on Magnitude Sports now. It's in the top of the second inning, and Excelsior leads the Post 400 Astros by a score of 1-0. And we'll keep you updated on that game as we continue to get updates. So Looks like that game just moved to the bottom of the second. So looks like we have a corner kick here potentially, or where's the ball at? Yep, it is going to be a corner kick. Had to look outside the window momentarily there to find out what was going on. Now I'll come in and be tapped in towards Sukup, and she'll save it. And they'll roll it out here in the direction of Jalen Bauer. Bauer being challenged there by a Salvo player, but Bauer will get it out of bounds, and that'll be a Salvo throw-in. So some impressive play here as we have a substitution coming in as Savannah Brown.
Checking in for the Fusion, number 22, Savannah Brown.
Now shot will go just a little bit wide. Result in a goal kick here for the Fusion. So now that everything's taken care of, it feels like I'm a little bit more in my element here. And once again, we appreciate you hanging tough through that first half there. But hopefully we've done the best job that we've been able to possibly do here with everything that we need to get done. Looks like we have another substitution here. Coming in is Summer Carlson.
Checking in for the Fusion, number 34, Summer Carlson.
And now the Fusion will bring it back here. That's Savannah Brown, who checked in 2 substitutions ago. And now Salvo will pick it up, work it across midfield where the Fusion will touch up on it. And a battle for the ball there as it's picked up by Porter List for Salvo on the far side. And I think she passed it away as I look down my roster there for a split second. And now they'll look for the centering pass. It's tapped, and launching up there to grab it there is Sukup. And another goal kick coming up here for the Fusion. Salvo will work it over to the far sideline, but they can't catch up to the pass, and it'll go out of bounds there for a Fusion throw-in. Have to go down to the concession stand between games here and get maybe a bottled water, as I have the serious case of the hiccups, it seems like, here in the last couple minutes. Hopefully I can get through the rest of this game without that happening too frequently, but Salvo will work it back inside. Centering pass will go a little far as Hunt will step up to it. Some nice footwork there by Hunt to get around a couple defenders as they'll control it and switch fields to the far side. And now looking to get around a defender, and now she'll send the centering pass in, and nobody but black and blue there, and no pun intended on that. I should have said blue and black, I guess. That would have been, but I think you got what I said. And now that one will be sent back in there, and they'll go across the face of the goal on a bad angle there to try and get a shot off on an attempted shot off. Hunt, centering pass. Salvo tries to set something up there. I believe that is Sadie Harper in there. And they score again. And it's now 9-1 in favor of Salvo. I've only seen one soccer game in my life that was dominated the way that Salvo has dominated this game here. This is pretty impressive play by Salvo, and there's no doubt about it. As the goal was scored by Sadie Harper.
Salvo goal scored by number 16, Sadie Harper.
So corner kick here, it'll be set up by Hunt. And Sukup will come in and take that corner kick out of the air, and no opportunity for a double-digit goal score chance there for Salvo. I think the most goals scored in a soccer game in any broadcast here on Magnitude was 8. That was set by West Fargo Cheyenne when they played Fargo North I think it was last girls soccer season. I don't think it was, or last boys soccer season. I don't think it was this recent girls soccer season. And that's also the largest goal deficit. So right now, the largest goal deficit is tied, and the most goals scored in a game now belongs to Salvo here on a Magnitude broadcast. And it's the first non-high school game to enter the record books. And we'll update our website, but right now we got too many other things to do, so we'll update our website later tonight to reflect those two records. So and now here's Hunt, and Hunt will work it up there, and they'll be tapped forward as Sukup will pick it up. I believe it was Heslin, excuse me, for Salvo, who's the last one to touch it there before Sukup would pick it up. And now Salvo will take possession of the ball at midfield once again, and they'll work it up. And now it's tapped away and collected here by the Fusion. And they'll get it up onto the foot there of Savannah Brown, and Brown will have it tapped away defensively. And it's a nice quick passing here from Salvo as it eventually gets onto the foot of Porter List. List will switch fields, get it over to the far side. A couple of passes later, they'll get it up inside the 30-yard line, and now they'll send it through where it's tapped defensively there by Jalen Bauer for the Fusion. And also getting a footing on it was Leanna Alness. And now here comes Salvo again, looking for another opportunity. That one will be deflected out, and we have a whistle here. And where was that foul committed? Inside that orange line or outside the orange line is the question. For those not familiar with these two teams, I promise you Salvo is not the home team, even though the field matches their jerseys. So and I've said this in previous Dakota Fusion broadcasts, and for every single opponent, men or women, that the Fusion have hosted here at Jim Goda Stadium, the uniform color combinations have been absolutely perfect. You can see the jersey numbers from up here in the press box, just on the upper portion of midfield here at Jim Goda Stadium. And a lot of people say Goda, but I believe it's actually Goda. And the reason why I believe that is because one of my friends, broadcasters, who I've known for about maybe 6-7 years, never gets a name pronunciation wrong. And when he did a Fusion game here last week, he said Goda. So I'm going to go with Goda because I trust him that much. So Jim Goda Stadium is where we're at. I'll try and do some research to see if I am possibly wrong. But like I said, I trust him. Known him for about 7 years, and he's never steered me wrong on a name pronunciation. So I'm going to continue to trust that built-up relationship when it comes to name pronunciation. So nice job by the official there, moving his left leg to allow the pass to go through. I think that's the first time that I've been able to say something play-by-play wise on an official. I do not have the names of the officials. If I did, I'd say the name of that official. It's Madison Ehog. She has one of the 9 goals for Salvo. Once again, the first 2 goals we're unsure of. And we have another substitution coming in for the Fusion is number 5, Vanessa Miller.
Subbing in for the Fusion, number 5, Vanessa Miller.
As the corner kick will come in, and it's controlled by Salvo. Or on the far side, if my eyesight can read correctly the jersey numbers, that was Haslin. And now that one may have ricocheted off the crossbar, and it's going to go into the books as a shot. And there'll be a goal kick here for the Dakota Fusion. Nice job defensively there by, I believe that was Morin, who was backing up Souk up there. We'll zoom in on a camera just a little bit. We don't need to be that far zoomed out. As long as you can stay on the action, it'll be good. Once again, some live on-air commentary of a little bit of coaching there. As if I had to do the camera, along with everything else that I had to do, this game would be an absolute disaster of a broadcast, and that's not what we want to provide for you here on Magnitude Sports. So and some nice movement there by Ehog. And I said Ehos, and I apologize on when she scored the goal there. My pencil-written phonetic spelling, I couldn't even read it, my own handwriting on that, so I feel bad, but I'll get it right, I promise. I also want to say thanks to Tyler for getting me the rosters. I've just been way too busy to print out even a roster. I tried to do it this morning. We had printer issues, and just with everything that's gone wrong, to still have a smile on my face and be happy to do what I do is absolutely amazing to me, and probably to others too, but maybe more so to me than anybody else. So they'll work it outside now here, near sideline, picked up by Hunt. Hunt will try and work it back in, and it was ricocheted there off the foot of Andrea Barth, who had control of it momentarily. Now they'll drop it back and put the shot up a little bit high, and no chance for a save on that one, so therefore no shot recorded. Once again, a little live on screen, or on commentating coaching there. As our camera person is taking over camera and scoreboard. So we'll certainly appreciate that, because that makes my job much easier. Centered in, got deflected there, a little bit of pushing and shoving inside the goal box there, and it'll come out onto the foot of Ishag. And a near opportunity there for Salvo to get the double-digit goal, and if they do get the double-digit goal, then they will hold the #1 spot in the record books on a Magnitude broadcast for the biggest goal differential, assuming the Fusion do not score again. And that one will be deflected, and that will allow Sukup to save it once again. So that will go into the books as a shot on that particular case. Once again, Town & Country Credit Union alongside Essentia Health and Network Centers Incorporated, Jasmine's Cafe in Glendon, Oasis C-Stores in Glendon and Moorhead, and Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, proud sponsors and supporters of Dakota Fusion Soccer here on Magnitude Sports, as that will go out of bounds, and that will be the end of the game. Your final score will be 9-1 in favor of Salvo, and that'll wrap up our broadcast here for the women's game. Once again, the men's game looking to get underway here. It was supposed to start at 7 o'clock. It is now 7:02. I would suspect we're looking at about a 7:15 start as the men come immediately on the field. So I'm going to guess that they're going to get this one going ASAP. So we're going to end our broadcast, get set up for the men's broadcast, and we'll be back ASAP here on Magnitude Sports. Once again, your final score, 9-1 in favor of Salvo over the Dakota Fusion women. Be back in a moment.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.